My mom drove us off the highway at 80 miles an hour. Anyone out there has siblings, like, I think it's like an oldest child, middle child, like, usually just concede to your parents. Like, at some point, you realize, like, they're my parents. You're either afraid of them or you just concede because they're the adults. And then the youngest comes along. And the youngest child doesn't give a fuck, okay? The youngest child is that line in the sand, crash out motherfucker, stand on 10 toes. That's the youngest child. And I mean it in the best way possible because that attitude in life is amazing. That attitude with your parents results in a lot of disagreements. My brother, cue ball, black hair, blue eyes, right? And he had this little lisp growing up. He talk, I get you, go, Booba King. Like, funniest fucking kid, right? My mom takes us to school. We lived like 10 minutes from our school growing up. So it was literally get on 75 straight up to Walton, get off at the exit, go to school. Like a 7-minute drive. My brother would sit in those middle captain chairs in the minivans, like the sliding doors, refuse to put his seatbelt on for months. For months. My mom would be like driving, talking to us, look up in the river, put your seatbelt on, Wayne. No, not doing it. Don't want to wear it. Like, just to her face. Wait, you're being disrespectful, put your seatbelt on. Like, be a 10-minute debate all the way to school. I'm not going to put it on, right? So, one day, and again, this is like growing up. I'm in middle school. My sister's, a few years younger than me. So, like, we're kids too. So, when you're a kid, not in high school or college, your parents aren't going to tell you their parenting strategy, right? So, we don't know that my mom has made the decision to take a different plan on this particular morning. So, we're halfway to school. And my mom's in the fast lane, 3 lanes over. Put your seatbelt on. No, you can't make me. Suddenly, we are flying across 3 lanes. She's like, put your seatbelt on right now or I'm going to pull this car over. And me and my sister are like, oh, fuck. Oh, my God. Like, we're just, like, swerving around cars and going towards the emergency lane. And me and my sister are like, put your seatbelt on, dude. You're going to get us killed. Like, we're like, put your fucking seatbelt on. He's like, I'm not going to do it. Like, this is like I feel like I'm in a Fast and Furious movie, but it's your family going to school in the morning. We're like, what is this tactic? What is going on, right? Like, looking back on it, it's actually the funniest fucking thing ever. Because you can picture, like, my mom, like, rolls all the windows down. Put your seatbelt on! Woo! And my brother's like, no. There's fucking loose papers and my mom's gum wrappers, like, shit's flying all over the fucking shit because she's got all the windows down. We're like, what the fuck? Like, you're in a Wizard of Oz episode. We're like, oh my God! There's a twister coming! Like, fucking crazy. She literally whips us full speed into the emergency lane, slammed on the brakes. Me and my sister are like, put your fucking seatbelt on. Like, right, we're freaking out. There's like, that feeling when you're like on the emergency lane, all the cars come by, you can feel like the. He's like, okay, Mom, chill. I'll put it on. And from that day forward, that one might have scared the shit out of me a little bit too, because from that day forward, every time that he wouldn't put it on and there was any type of dispute, my mom would just start heading towards the right lane. And he'd be like, okay, like put it back on. So that is like all time one of my favorite fucking stories from growing up with my family. And I mean, honestly, like, there's no other way to say this politely to families who don't understand this, but like, my parents are like crackhead energy, and that got carried down to us. So like, having that many people on the same like wavelength, like, let's go every day. Oh yeah, we woke up this morning, let's get this fucking bread. Like, having a whole family that brings that energy, like, it was just one of my favorite fucking things to grow up with. And I'm sure that's a relatable thing for a lot of families, but just, you cannot make up some of the stories and moments. I was like, no. Like, they really did do that. That really happened to us growing up because that's just how our family is. And everybody's got a different degree of that. And I think that's just, I don't know. That's something that's so, we'll never fucking understand that shit till we're dead, right? Like, and I hope to God, there's a God. I fucking hope there is anyway, or else I am cooked. But I hope to God that someday we get to understand just like what it is that makes every human being so unique and individual, because I think that's like the coolest fucking thing about life. And that's coming from someone like, am I nice to every human being? No. I'm working on it. But some of you piss me off. You pussies! No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But I think that's just the coolest thing about life is like, something, whatever you believe, something out there created human life, and I think it's just the coolest thing to see how every individual has just like something that's unique about them and stuff. And not to get all philosophical from all the mushrooms I've done. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I've done mushrooms like a handful of times. This could all be a real story or a movie script. I don't condone psychedelics. That's but no, seriously, I think that's the coolest thing. And I don't think anyone that you come in contact with in life, and again, this is a philosophy I've picked up much later on because I used to be an asshole. But I think one thing for real is like everyone that you come in contact with and cross paths with, whether it's a funny moment or a story that you'll have for the rest of your life, or it's someone that comes one of your best friends, like just don't take that shit for granted. Like everyone you cross paths with happens for a reason, whether they're a lesson or they become a friend or, so many other things. I think that's fucking cool. So, talks to time. Taking shots by the lake till I can't even breathe no more. See no more.